Hi, my name is Wesley Swain, and this is my presentation on Disney negotiating with Lucasfilm. On October 30th, 2012, the Walt Disney Company announced that it would acquire Lucasfilm Ltd. To continue Disney's strategic focus on creating the world's best branded content, innovative technology, and profitable franchises. Not only will Disney acquire the film franchises, but it will also gain the cutting-edge entertainment technologies like Industrial Light and Magic, as well as Skywalker Sound. This comes at a time when Lucasfilm founder George Lucas has been quoted saying, "I've always believed that Star Wars can live beyond me, and I thought it was important to set up the transition during my lifetime." He said, "I am confident that Lucasfilm, under the leadership of Kathleen Kennedy, and having a new home with Disney organization, Star Wars will certainly live on and flourish for many generations to come." George Lucas, who founded the innovative Lucasfilm, was keen on having certain things in place before he would let Disney acquire Lucasfilm. Mr. Lucas wanted somebody who he trusted with his works to take the helm of Lucasfilm after he retired. Kathleen Kennedy was his choice for this position. Kathleen Kennedy was one of the founders of Amblin Entertainment, which was associated with the acclaimed film director Steven Spielberg, who had been close friends with Lucas for more than 2 decades. Mr. Lucas, in negotiations, made it clear that he wanted his executives from Lucasfilm to head the next Star Wars projects. He stated, "I think it would be wise to keep some of this intact. We need a few people to oversee the property, who are just dedicated to doing that. So we're sure we might get this right." Mr. Lucas wanted to make sure that his beloved film franchise were going to a place where they would be cultivated and adorned. The Walt Disney Company's position in the negotiation was that they wanted to acquire all of Lucasfilm's properties, including the Indiana Jones franchise, Star Wars franchise, Industrial Light and Magic, Skywalker Sound, and hi-fi video and audio technology used by movie theaters, THX. Disney also wanted to have all creative and financial control over projects from Lucasfilm, as well as have the final say in what transpires. Before the negotiation took place, both sides of the table used objective criteria to help understand what each side was about. Robert Iger, who is the chief executive officer of Walt Disney, sat and watched all 6 Star Wars films to take notes which helped him understand the intellectual properties of the franchise. Iger was looking for more property to maybe do more installments of the Star Wars films. Iger's plan was to acquire companies that could be described as mini Disneys that could produce franchise-worthy characters. Lucas did his own research by seeing how Disney conducting and acquiring Pixar's animation studios. Lucas was pleased after seeing how Disney virtually left Pixar intact, leaving them to do what they did best. Lucas was pleased by the way Disney handled the negotiation. Being that these 2 companies are very successful, it's not hard to imagine what would happen if the negotiation went sour. Lucasfilm's battle would be they would be able to hold on to all their franchise rights and still make profit off the merchandising from their films. Lucasfilm would also have the opportunity to negotiate with other companies that could keep the legacy of Lucas's work alive. Disney, who has already acquired companies like Marvel as well as Pixar, would still be able to make their profits off of their already successful franchises. Disney could also negotiate after Lucas retires to maybe make a deal happen. The negotiation could offer mutual benefit for both sides. The Walt Disney Company says Lucasfilm fits perfectly with Disney's strategic priorities. It is a sustainable source of brand, high-quality creative content with tremendous global appeal that would benefit all Disney's business units. Lucasfilm could be assured that since Disney now owns the rights to Lucasfilm franchises, that these properties will live on even longer than Lucas could have hoped for. This longevity of Lucas's work means that they will be around for future generations. The negotiation was filled with things that went right. The timing alone of Robert Iger's wanting to acquire Lucasfilm, right after the time George Lucas wanted to retire. Disney respecting the wishes of Lucas and keeping his franchise in the hands of Kathleen Kennedy made for an easier transition for Lucas, who was known to be controlling of his Star Wars franchise. Things did not go as well as planned either. At the beginning of the negotiation, Lucas still wanted some control over Star Wars universe. Lucas was not eager to entrust this universe to anyone else. It took 5 months to convince Lucas that Disney would take care of his most beloved franchise. It was noted that in the first meetings, Lucas would not even turn over his sketches for the next Star Wars films. An agreement was ultimately reached. Under the terms of the agreement, Disney was to pay $4 billion in cash and in stocks. this agreement gave the Walt Disney Company full control over the entire intellectual property of Lucasfilm Ltd. and all of Lucasfilm's very successful franchises. This will be a long-lasting relationship that both parties will benefit. Disney says, "We're clearly excited about this move forward. We believe that we can do great things with these amazing assets. We have a proven track record of maximizing the value of our strategic acquisitions, and we're posed to do the same with this one."